edition of the Chi 74. SilverSneakers Enerchi. And I'm your host, Jesse Swear, nationally recognized inclusive fitness trainer, SilverSneaker flash instructor. You can find out more about me by visiting my website at www.jesseswear.com. Now, for those that just joined me for the first time, Funky Maniacs worldwide, across the globe, SilverSneaker members, new members, YouTube subscribers, Facebook live streamers, you might be asking, what is the Chi about? Well, the Chi is life energy. You spell C-H-I or Q-I, you get Tai Chi, Qigong. It's a SilverSneakers discipline. Is called Energy Chi. It's soft martial arts, redirecting that force through control, circular movement patterns, never full extension, 60-80% on that range of motion, and then that Qigong, start with the Q, is that breathing, that movement, and that meditation. You're putting it all together, flexible, upright posture, slow, gentle, and fluid, continuity, upper body, lower body, and that breath, and you're going to increase that energy today. Only here on episode 74. Now, without further ado, you know who's back. Check it. Style profile, we're in the deal, shake it, make it move. Yeah. Sweatpant wearing, pink shoes rocking, high flying, limousine riding. So as you can flex instructor bringing you the big virtual guided exercise Energy Chi 74 routine. And now be safe, secure, and active throughout. There are 5 things that I need to let you know about. If you have any lightheadedness, pain, dizziness, discomfort, or fatigue, hit the pause button, come back a little bit later. This is seated or standing. I'm going to be primarily in that standing position. If you have an injury, you're in that aging process, arthritis, you just had a long day at work, the night before, you just want to relax your mind, take that seat. You're more than welcome to join me in this episode and this journey. The other thing we need to go over is the Energy Chi 5. Number 1, virtual liability. You should always consult your physician before engaging in any physical activity program. By participating in this online exercise routine, you assume all dangerous hazards risk of such participation. The exercise demonstrated by the instructor on the online class can be demanding if you're unable to safely perform these exercises. You can modify them or choose a different set of exercises. Number 2, I can't see you, I can't hear you. So, with that being said, please pay attention to your form, your posture, and your mechanics. Make sure you have your chest out, shoulders up, back and down, ears on your shoulders at all times. Tuck the belly, tuck the tailbone. If you're on the standing position, you want to anchor those feet. Lift those over the knees, knees over the hips, hips over the shoulders. If you're in that seated position, you want to exit that chair. Tuck the belly, tuck the tailbone, chest out, shoulders up, back and down. Elongate it, lengthen that spine, and work on those mechanics and that posture throughout. Soft on the upper body during Tai Chi, or like any other exercises that we do throughout all my videos, unless you're contracting, which we're not going to be contracting, we're going to be trying to shift weight and that posture right and left, create healthy energy, remove the tensions, remove the toxins, adjust those hands, adjust the face. Remember, I can't see you, so if you're doing this at home, I can't see you. And then we're going to work on stances as well. So right now, I'm like in a horse stance. I'm in a nice neutral stance position where I can find my center of gravity if I shift my weight. And we want to be able to do that throughout this entire exercise routine. And again, remove those tensions, remove those toxins, and enjoy this episode 74. And then we get to the Dantian where we breathe, inhalation, exhalation. And anytime we breathe up and out, we're going to probably do more of the inhalation. When we go down and in with that circular motion and movement, we're going to be more exhaling. So that exhale is usually 8 to 10, inhale's 5. It all just depends based upon your ability levels, and maybe you might have some COPD, you might have some asthma, you might have some other breathing difficulties that I'm unaware of. But you are, so you have to again move at the pace that's comfortable to you throughout this entire exercise routine. And then we get to the rate of perceived exertion. This is 1 through 3 scale. 1, feeling good, relaxed, confident. 2, you're warmed up, pushing a little bit more. You're stretched a little bit more. You're breathing a little deeper. And if you get to that 3, that means you're kind of straining, you're out of breath, you're overreaching, that means you're overextending, you're losing your balance when you're shifting your weight, and you don't want to be doing that, so you want to bring yourself back to that warmed up position where you're breathing a little bit deeper, you're pushing a little bit more, and you are stretching a little bit farther, but in a controlled state. And then you get to that 5, hydration station. You want to make sure you hydrate throughout. I got my trusty water. It is an early morning. It's great for you to take at any point of the day, anytime you're feeling some tension. So I'm going to start with my feet really in a narrow stance, and then I'm going to go to that horse stance. So I'm going to take that right foot, I'm going to move it to the right, take that left foot, I'm going to move to the left, and I'm going to just find that center of gravity in that neutral position. Those toes, my knees. And in that seat again, I'm going to be on the edge of that chair. And here we go. I'm going to drop those hands down. I'm going to drop. I'm going to relax those shoulders. I'm going to rest those elbows right in that rib cage, and I'm just going to squeeze my fist ever so slightly, pushing that chest out, and I'm really just tucking the belly, tucking the tailbone, getting the ears over the shoulders, and just relaxing my mind right now as I hold this position. Nice deep breath. As you inhale, you fill up the dantian, and then exhale. So I'm going to bring those hands all the way up now to the side right here. I'm just going to hold them here. Light grip, again, so it's not a tough grip, it's a light grip, as you can see. I can easily open my hands and I can close them. So again, it's just a nice inhalation, nice exhalation. We're going to do some therapies right now, so one thing we're going to do is a nice little pushing away while twisting. So a nice inhalation here. Take that right hand and I want you to push out and twist to your left. And then a nice inhalation as you come back. And then a nice exhalation. Fill it up. One more time. Inhale. If you saw what I did there, I switched it up. So I pushed out that left hand and I turned to the right. So a nice breathe out. Nice inhale here. One more time. So that was working on your waist and your torso. Now what we want to work on is that neck and the shoulder region. We want to take that tension off. So with your hands just like this, I want you to open up those palms. Place them right here. I want you to try and take your hands back right where your kidneys would be. Now if you can't get your hands back in this position where your kidneys would be, well then I just want you to put them right here. Or they have to be on your thighs, put them right here. Then where you're at in that position, you might have to modify based upon being in this position. And then I kind of want you to just float them up. And then float them down. Circle them back around. Come on up to the front. And press on down. Circle those hands back around. Nice inhalation here. And you're just flapping those wings. You're working the neck and you're working the shoulders. As you circle through, you can feel that glenohumeral joint. Nice inhalation here. Remember that inhalation is about a 5 count. As you circle them up, and then circle them down with that exhalation. Let's do this one more time. Nice inhalation. And a nice exhalation. And I'm just going to float my hands up to the front. I'm going to bring those elbows back into that rib cage. I'm going to circle my hands in. I'm going to circle my fingers. Soft circle. You can see the light. I'm going to pull them out. And then I'm going to float them in. And as I float them out, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my right head and I'm going to twist it, so I'm going to have a nice rotation on the cervical spine, looking through that circle on the right side, and then I'm going to exhale forward. And then I'm going to inhale as I go to the left, and then exhale. Trying to just open up the diaphragm. I'm trying to unbound those shoulders. And I'm also getting a nice rotation on the cervical part of my neck. One more time through. Well, let's do one more time so we make that left side a little equal. Take the tension away. And open those hands up, bring them back. Let's do it. Throw them together. And release. There you go, you did some therapies to warm up this episode 74, Energy Chi, SilverSneakers Edition. I'm your host, Jesse Swear. Get yourself prepared as we move into those formats to finish off this session of relaxed, positive energy. Please hydrate, and then come on back, get yourself in that neutral, narrow stance, and then we're going to go into the horse stance. And then we're going to work on transitioning into those formats. So a nice neutral stance, nice horse stance, nice and wide. Toes lined up with knees. Don't feel horrible if you have to readjust yourself or fix yourself in this position right now. You're not always going to step into the position and be at perfect form and perfect mechanics and perfect posture. So if you have to change it up, you have to sit on the edge of the chair a little better. If you can stand, I invite you for this part to do all those different exercises. So I'm just going to rest those hands down to the side, and then we're going to go naturally, or normally, we would go to open the door in a horse stance. We're going to go embrace the moon. So we're going to do some crescent rotations in this horse stance, where I'm just circling those hands through. So I'm just taking them back out, and then I'm circling that right or the left. And as you notice, I'm going to descend on this position, and then I'm going to ascend, and then circle, and then I'm going to press out. So the inhalation is right here. Inhalation, circle, now you can go as low and as deep as comfortable to you. So you can sit down nice and low. Or if that's too much, you can sit right to here. Or you can just modify it and just circle around. You don't have to sit. You can just use those arms to pull them out and then circle. But the more you can move that body together in continuity, then you get that nice inhalation, and then you get that nice sink, and you can put it all together, that continuity of the upper body, that lower body, and that breath all in one as you exhale here. And then you're going to take those hands out again. There you go. bring the left over the right, hold it right there. Now while you're holding right there, I'm going to walk back a few steps so that you can see the movement that I'm going to do. So I'm going to shift my weight. I'm going to push down on these hands. I'm going to shift my weight to the right, and I'm going to empty out that left foot. And I'm going to embrace the moon, reach up and down. So then I shift back. It's a nice circular motion through here. And then just circle on those hands. Back. Through. Pushing up. Here you're working with some balance. So you're just kind of circling those hands. Through. Reaching up and down. As you see, I'm still keeping that crescent moon type of rotation with my hands. They're still at 60-80%. Find that center of gravity, cross over, and then reach up and push down. Nice exhale. Inhalation here. And then we're going to transition on this one. Bring those elbows into the ribcage. I'm going to come a little closer so you see. Shift up. And then open and close. Almost like you're flapping those wings. One more time, take those hands out, and then we're going to circle around the crescent moon rotation. You're going to that left over the right, and then we're going to go to part of the wild horse's mane. So in order to part the wild horse's mane, you have to shift your weight to the left. You're emptying out that foot so you can see just kind of dangling. If you're in your seat, you're kind of just shifting to your left, and then you're going to go, because we're doing part of the wild horse's mane, you have to go into an L stance. So you lift up, you do a half step, and the L stance is putting those heels together, and then you're going to just shift. You're going to follow that hand, and if you saw me just sit up and down and reach up and down, look at the position. You're pushing that hand down. The only thing different is you're following that right hand through, and then you're just circling back through. So a nice inhalation here. See, we kind of really slowed that down. And as you bring it back, I want you to bring those feet back to that center. Take them nice and wide. You get that crescent moon rotation. As you can notice, that crescent moon rotation is the format that takes you almost into every other exercise. So as you can continue to improve on that motion where you're circling those hands through, or you're circling your hands through, with the right or the left this time, and then you're just shifting your weight. So all I'm doing is shifting my weight either in that seat or in the standing position. So 90% of the weight is on that right side. I'm staying in that crescent moon rotation. I'm emptying out that left leg so it gets a little closer, almost like I'm a ballet dancer. And then I'm going into that L stance where the heels are lined up with each other. And then I'm just pushing through. Crescent moon, you see it right here. And I'm just following that hand through. As I circle back. And just kind of get into that position. As you go, find that center right here, and as you shift your weight right to that left side, you're pushing down, holding your hand like that position. This hand is spinning out, and you actually turn the palm because you're circling the hand through, and you shift your weight back to that right side as you notice, and then you're back into that center of gravity right here. Nice and upright position. Swing it through. Nice circles. Follow along with the part of our horse's mane there as I slowed it down and I really worked on the transition as we move right into wave those hands like clouds, where we would have that right hand out, that left hand kind of cradling that baby. See how I'm rocking it? And then as I rock to that left side, I'm just change positions so you can rock back and forth. So you have that left hand out, and then you have that right hand underneath the legs, and you're kind of just swinging them through. So this is waving hands like clouds. Nice inhalation, nice exhalation. And I know I said this before, this is one of my favorite moves because this is the one where you can transition and you can go to a more Tai Chi fundamental move where you have those palms pressing out instead of those palms facing your body as in energy chi. So the energy chi motion is shifting your weight, having those palms facing you, where a traditional Tai Chi would have those palms circling out and around as you work on that circular motion and patterns. Oh, there it is. I'm telling you, this is a very calming and peaceful exercise as you just learn to shift them through and move those palms into position and placement. And you can feel the shift, find that center of gravity. And now the big thing you need to work on is that inhalation and exhalation. So you probably haven't been working on that because you're working on the continuity. So let's work on that inhalation and exhalation. So a nice inhalation here. And then a nice exhalation. Inhale here. Hands down. Come back in right here. Baby. Take them out. And then let's sink with the chi. I want you to bring them up and bring them in, just like this. And then go circle the breath. Side view looks like this. Circle it around. And then back to the side. Bring them in. Bring those feet in. And back, my friends. Awesome job. Take that right hand out, left hand over, bring it back in. That was episode 74. Energy Chi. It's beginners. It's the basics. And it's only here. My time is up. Window, wall, floor, door. Please hydrate. Pay attention to every proceed through the ocean. Again, seated, standing. Your choice, my friends. Peace. I'm out.